So, a new mod for Operation Harsh Doorstop just released. This is called the Operation Desert Storm Factions mod. And what this mod includes is it has 4 different factions, including US, Iraq, France, and Saudi Arabia, with mortars, building, and even airstrikes, along with a variety of other things like trip mines and other things that you can find yourself over my server yuppy.games number 1. We are going to show you exactly how you can use every single thing in this mod pack and show you a step-by-step tutorial, including all the keybinds, all the little different aspects to it, so you can be the master of this mod pack. Let's go check it out right now. All right, so now here we are in the server, in the game right now with the mod. This is on my server, yuppy.games number 1, where we have the vehicle mod and the Operation Desert Storm mod. And we're going to show you the construction is the first thing that we're going to go over here. The first step to this is that we are going to build a hab. The construction allows you to make a base anywhere on the map, but first we need to place a hab, which is part of the vehicle mod. And in order to do that, you're going to need 2 things. You need to be a squad leader. So if you take a look on the left side of the screen over here, you will see infantry. You're going to be able to press create or just join a squad, but in order to build a hab, you need to create a squad. So click create. The next thing you need is a vehicle. And last but not least, you are going to need a teammate, which luckily I have right handy right here. We're going to hold T. We're going to move our mouse to the top right where it says deploy outpost. This may be renamed in the future, but we're going to click. Now we're going to let go of T. We're going to be able to rotate this with your mouse button, your scroll wheel. Rotate this wherever you want. And now we can go ahead and just do the same thing. Hold T, move your mouse to the top right or the right side, whatever you want to call it, and click again. That will place a hab. Now this bad boy right here will allow your entire team to spawn on it. If I go to the map, you can see right here that there is a yellow castle icon called a hab in which all of your teammates can spawn on. But this is where the construction mod from Operation Desert Storm comes into play. This can be achieved by using any of the squad leader kits, including Commander, Squad Leader A, Squad Leader B. Any kit that has this little wrench icon can use these items. And the first thing that you're going to see is a radio. This is the first object in this construction kit that you're going to need to place before you do anything with building. We're going to place it outside the hab here, just barely. You're going to see this little green preview. If it's red like that, you cannot place it there, but if it's green, you can. You just hold out the wrench, which is in your 6th slot. You're just going to click as long as it's green. Boom. There we go. And this is going to be your center point for all your construction now. We're going to press 6, pull out our wrench again. Now we're going to use cycle weapon sights. So be sure you go into your options, go to your controls, and double check what your cycle weapon sights is. For a hotkey, for me, it is C. So I'm going to press C, but whatever this keybind is for you, this is the key that you're going to use, and you will see that it will switch. And if you keep pressing it, it switches through a ton of different objects that you are able to place and will loop back to the radio. You can see what you're on in the bottom right hand corner right here. You see ladder, radio, ammo crates, sandbag wall, Hasco double wall, and sandbag roof, and all sorts of other things as well. In order to protect this hab, because that's what we want to do, we don't want teammates to just spawn and instantly get shot and die from spawn camping. So we're going to go ahead and just choose some sandbags here, and we're going to use them to protect our little base. And we're just going to go ahead and build that right there, and build that right there. Now, sandbags can indeed stack, so that's what we're gonna do. And in order to actually use these sandbags, you will notice that when you place them, they're not built. There's no real sandbags there. But if I had my trusty teammate here come and start building some of these sandbags, you will see that as he builds it, it builds up in stages, all the way until the point that they get completely filled, and boom, now you're blocked, so your teammates can now be safe when leaving the hab. And you can stack these even higher if you wanted to, but I'm just going to do 2 for right now. And let's go ahead while he's building that and protect all of our other exits here. And boom, boom, and boom, boom. Oh, sorry. Okay, I can't place one there, but this is fine. And I forgot there's 15 maximum sandbag walls per radio. So I'll have my teammate dig down this wall right here, and I will replace it with a Haskell wall. Boom, we're gonna place that. And again, you will see there's nothing really here. There's just an outline. But as he keeps digging it with the shovel, it will build it. So if you want to build these bases, you're gonna have to have a teammate that is gonna help you build. But you can see that we can make a pretty crazy base. And you know what? I'm thinking maybe we even do, you know, a little walkout right here where, you know, you can kind of walk out of the spawn here a little ways, and, you know, you get like a little funnel. And you know what we're going to do as well to protect from mortars, which also are included in this mod, which we'll go over in the next one. Again, we're just going to, you know, we could place a little roof right here, and we could place another little roof right here. And there you go. Now, there is two more options, two more different placements that you can do with this mod, and that is the ladder as well as the ammo crate. The ammo crate is extremely important. That's this bad boy right here. This ammo crate will allow your teammates to resupply their ammo, whether they need more mortars, more ammo, more bandages. It doesn't matter. Anything they need, they can be able to resupply off of this ammo crate, which again, you have to have a teammate build. But as he builds it here, you will see eventually that, boom, there it is, resupply ready ammo 9. So if I were to go ahead and just, hang on, loud noise, shoot all of my magazine out here, boom, it's empty. You see how I have 9 in the bottom right hand corner? If I reload the mag, I will go down to 8. Now that I went down to 8, I can come up to the resupply, the ammo crate here, press F, same way you get in the vehicles, and boom, you'll see the ammo crate went down by 1, and now my magazine says 9. And you can do this with anything that you have on your kit. You could resupply everything. Bandages, it resupplies everything for you, but it has a limited amount. But if you do run out, you can always go ahead and just build another ammo crate, and there you go. Given this right here, you see that now we took this little hab that was completely wide open for my teammates to get shot from getting out of into a little mobile base that is just insane. We're gonna give you a little fly-through view of it here. As you can see, flying through the air, this base turned into something that is just massive amount of protection, and you can put even more stuff on this base to protect it as well. Okay, now that you saw that we built a base over there, you have one more object available on your construction kit, and that is the ladder. You can build a ladder, and this ladder can be built without a radio. This is the only object you can place without requiring a radio. And you are limited. All of these items are limited. You only have a certain amount of them that you can place, either per radio or just how many ladders you can place. I think there's 3 or 4 maximum, something like that. But we're gonna go ahead and just kind of line it up on the wall here. Kind of, it looks good right there. Boom, place that ladder. It doesn't need to be built by a teammate, but now you can go up to it and climb up it and get over any wall that you normally couldn't before. This can be used in many different ways, including scaling these walls, as well as getting onto buildings that you're not supposed to. Any small buildings like that one right there, you'd be able to build a ladder and just get on the roof of it. So the construction is really, really cool. Again, that is gonna be using your construction tool only for Commander, Squad Leader, and Squad Leader B, as well as having the construction tool out using C, or for me anyways, whatever your psycho weapon sight is, to switch between items for you to place and make a mini base like we made right there. Now that you enjoyed that, we are then going to go into how you can shoot mortars. The mortar kit is pretty simple. In order to use the mortar kit, you're going to have to make sure that you are the mortarman class. If you go on the right side right here on the class selection, you can scroll down to where it says mortarman. You can see the little icon, and you can see this icon here. Make sure you select it and make sure that you spawn in as this kit. If you like scroll through your items here, you will see a bunch of different items, including mortar ranging tool, insert in mortar, HE, mortar tube, and a rangefinder. Now I'm going to jump in here because everything that you just learned is correct. However, since I recorded that, the way you place a mortar has changed. So what we're going to do is make sure that we have the mortarman kit, and then we can press 7 on our keyboards. It'll pull out the mortar. And now we're just going to be able to look at the ground. You'll see this green hologram, and you'll be able to place it wherever and however you want. We're going to press left mouse button to place it, and then you're good to go. So first of all, the mortar is currently set to 100 meters. meaning that when you put a HE in, it will shoot this 100 meters away. And it is 17 degrees. That's just what angle you're shooting at. If you're, if you want to go to over here, you might be 30 degrees, or over here might be 5 degrees. So now you will also see on the shaft here, if we tilt our heads, hit sandbags with shovel to adjust. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. This class has a tool in your second slot named Mortar Ranging Tool. We're gonna go ahead and press 2 on our keyboard. We'll pull out this shovel right here. And then now we're gonna use that wonderful keybind that we went over earlier, and that is your change weapon sights. For me, it is C. Again, check your settings, your control settings for whatever it is for you. And you will see in the bottom right-hand corner, 1 degrees or 25 meters. Well, what does that mean? That means how much you're gonna adjust these. So you see how there's a sandbag for turn left, turn right, range up, and range down. If we use this shovel and we left click on the sandbag, you will see it moved 1 degree to the right, 1 degree to the left, or to the right again, 1 degree, and it just, again, this is how you can adjust it. However, there is a bit buggy where the sandbags will just kind of fall through the ground. We're gonna press F, that will pick up the mortar tube, and we're just gonna go ahead and throw it back down again, just to reset it so we can get our sandbags to adjust. The whole point of this ranging tool in our second slot is for you to adjust it. If you use cycle weapon sights, it now says 5 degrees or 50 meters. And same thing if you press it one more time, 10 degrees and 100 meters. That right there is how much you're going to adjust it if you hit these sandbags. So for example, if now I hit turn right, remember how I was adjusting by 1 degree? If I click turn right now, boom, I turned 27 degrees. All right, I turned 27 degrees. That's because I'm adjusting it by 10 degrees. You can see that we're shooting 100 meters out. This is our ranging now. There is a rangefinder in your number 8. If you press 8 on your keyboard, you will pull out the rangefinder. It's a little pair of binoculars, and you can kind of see like, okay, the mortar is aiming in this direction. We're gonna go ahead and zoom in and kind of look. We wanna shoot right about right there. If we left click on it, you will see, and you can hold shift to hold it straight. You will see on the top left side, you see it right there, distance deploy 148 meters. So that's where we're gonna shoot. We're right now shooting 100 meters. We're gonna press 2 to grab our ranging tool out. We're gonna press C. Now we're at 25 meters, since we're adjusting the range. The shovel's at 25 meters. We're gonna left click range up. You will see 125. We're gonna left click range up again, 150 meters. So now we are set, and we should land about that tree right there. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to your number 6 slot, which is your HE rounds. This is what you're going to use to fire in the mortar. And we're going to left click looking at the mortar, and it will prep it, and boom, it will shoot it. It takes about 15 to 20 seconds before that round actually lands.
A few moments later.
Should land right about there. Boom, there you go. That round just landed right there, about 150 meters out. Now, if you shoot this a lot, if you just like keep loading in rounds, it will kind of vary where it lands. It will not land in the exact same spot every single time. It kind of moves all over the place. Now you know how this works, and hopefully that helps you to learn how to use the mortar. That way there you can enjoy it in the server yourself. All right, and last but not least, we have the airstrikes. Now, airstrikes are not enabled in every server, including mortars as well. There's servers that just might not have this stuff enabled. I know I don't, because otherwise people will spam this because I don't have restrictions on, but that's a whole nother story. On servers that have airstrikes enabled, you can go in and make sure that you become a commander. Now, a commander on servers that restrict it, you do have to have 5 teammates in a single squad in order to become a commander, and there can only be 1 commander per team. But make sure you'll see the name of commander, and it'll have a little star logo. So we are here on our map Altacure, and let's go ahead and grab our airstrike. We're gonna press 8, or you could use the scroll wheel and click or whatever, and this right here is your airstrike. You can use this thing as a rangefinder or to mark your designated spot for the airstrike to happen. You will see in the bottom right hand corner it says rangefinder. That's the mode that we're on. If we press our cycle weapon sight, which again mine is C, you use whatever yours is, cycle weapon sight hotkey. If I press C, you will see in the bottom right hand corner it went from ranging to Precision Bomb. Now that we're on Precision Bomb, if we ADS and look down the sight of the scope here, and we can even hold shift to make sure that we get a exact marker. If we left click, you will see, there's a little smoke grenade there, and you will see that it starts to give off a little bit of blue smoke. Now, there was a notification behind my camera here basically saying that there's an airstrike on its way. Now, you can't spam airstrikes. So, for example, if I move my camera and I try to call another airstrike, it will say on cooldown elapses in 1242. You can hear the jet coming in. There it is. And there's the airstrike. Boom. That airstrike will do a bunch of damage and kill some people if you use it correctly. But that goes to show you that you can use a airstrike as a commander. This is very good if you want to wipe out an entire team sitting on an objective, or if you get eyes on an enemy base, like the bases that we built back there, you know, a few minutes ago. Just like those bases, you can take out with just one good airstrike like this. So there you have it. Hopefully now you know how to take full advantage of this kit. Now, this kit, again, like I mentioned, has a bunch of other things to it, like trip mines and whatever bunch of other random stuff there is, so you can go explore it yourself over on my server yuppy.games #1. Go check it out for yourself and experience all these things. I just don't have airstrikes though, because otherwise people will spam it, and I don't want to deal with that right now. But regardless, make sure you go join my server yuppy.games #1 along with all my other servers, yuppy.games #2, 3, 4, and 5, depending on whatever you want to play. And also be sure to watch me live on kick.com/yuppy, where I live stream my server and create content for this game all the time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and if you did, be sure to leave a like. It helps me out. Thank you very much. Peace.